Welcome to Stereo 3D Plays, everyone. I'm going to be checking in from the editing room for the intro because for the second time in only a handful of videos, the wireless microphone failed. In fact, this time it failed way early in the recording. I think it's high time we replace that thing as the battery contacts on the transmitter are getting more and more loose, and so it looks like this thing's time is done. We should get this resolved quickly enough. First off, I want to say that this video is going to be bittersweet because it's the last time we play Alice's Lullaby in the context of this short series. Today, I expect to be reaching the game's end, and while I don't plan on putting the game down indefinitely after completing it, this is going to close off the magic of the first playthrough and bring this fun little series to an end. So while we will see Alice's Lullaby in the future on the channel for various revisits, this will conclude the main storyline along with the UEVR Injector profile testing. Now before we get to this spoiler-filled game-ending final act of Alice's Lullaby, I do want to mention a few changes that were made to the UEVR Injector profile we've been using to play this game since the start of this series. Now, unlike the last time we played this, today I don't have any blockbuster breakthrough changes to announce. See, we've run out of those since we have no more major issues to fix, and so with a profile near perfection, there were only a few minor issues left. The first change I made to the profile is that now, when you launch the game, the UEVR Injector menu will no longer be open by default. This saves you the trouble of having to close it every time you launch Alice's Lullaby, and frankly, unless you need to get technical, you're not going to be needing this menu anymore. But if you want to open this menu, press both your thumbsticks and do the same thing to dismiss the menu after. If you're just looking to recenter your view and reset standing origin, you no longer need the UEVR menu, even during gameplay, because our second change addresses that. While previously a long press of the left trigger at the title screen would reset standing origin and recenter view, something that is still in effect by the way, now at any point while this game is running, you can press left trigger and right stick up to reset standing origin. And this is not a long press, it's an immediate action. Whether you're in the title screen or mid-gameplay, this binding will always work. See, I found that sometimes when the game toggles room scale off for cutscenes, or if you use the manual room scale toggle by long pressing left trigger during gameplay, the seated center could get completely out of whack, and so having an option to reset standing origin mid-gameplay without having to open the UEVR Injector menu became an absolute necessity, one that we now have with this binding. Next, while the profile correctly disables room scale and motion controls for most cutscenes, it previously would also completely disable 6 degrees of freedom for those moments. With the latest version of the profile, you should preserve 6 degrees of freedom tracking far more often, as when the game's room scale movement is toggled, 6 degrees of freedom tracking should remain in effect. There are only 2 or 3 places left in the game where the profile doesn't pick this up correctly, and so this leaves over 95% of the game now working perfectly, just like a first-party VR adaptation would be. Finally, and I've managed to test this in a few places in the game by now, it seems that we've resolved the crash on load last checkpoint. The last time I tried this option, the game would simply crash when trying to load you into the level, something that no longer happens. Now you can use load last checkpoint without having the game blow up in your face. With these latest changes added, I can safely say that this profile is now in its final form. Anyone can pick up a copy of it and easily get into this game, playing it end-to-end in VR with no issues whatsoever. It's been great up till now, and since I'm writing this intro in post, I can confirm that no further major issues were encountered all the way up to the end of the game. It was non-stop smooth sailing. At this point in the video though, I do have to give you a warning. I'm about to embark on the final act of the game and will see the ending. If you've never played this and plan on doing so, especially using my UEVR Injector profile for it, and you don't want any major spoilers, you should probably click out of this video now, and no, there won't be any hard feelings whatsoever. If you've already played this the whole way through, or you're the type to not want to play this yourselves and would rather watch someone else deal with it instead, well, you're in luck. Stick around. This is why we do this at Stereo 3D Plays. That and testing. Heads up though, now that the intro is over, I'll be switching to the backup audio for the rest of the playthrough. This audio is sourced from the camcorder, and so it's nowhere near as good as the wireless mic audio, but it's all we have to work with. Like I said, the wireless mic issue should be fixed soon enough. Just like our condenser microphone gave out in January, it looks like it's the lapel mic's turn this month. Enjoy the game, and again, sorry for the cheap audio. This is Lullaby. What is this? Oh my god. Bro. Can y'all get out of there? I mean, I'm here now. Oh my god. Was this just here to be sick? This is just here to be sick, is it? This is gruesome. This game, the notions behind this game are fucking gruesome, man. For something so candy-coated with beautiful colors is just awful. It's just awful. Alright, we're about to get into a cutscene on our way up the stairs that actually rotates the camera. One of the rare ones that rotates the camera, which is a little unfortunate. It's got shake and rotation right here. So I don't have my controls right now, and I've given them back right after. I believe that's grandmother. My god, this is absolutely insane. This environment is rather detailed. This game tends to have some simplistic concepts when it comes to their level design, but as a whole, they come off very detailed. I very much like this game so far. Here comes another cutscene. We're about to see Buck. Let's see if I can sneak one in on Buck. Fuck! I can't. Oh, he's been whipped in the back? Holy shit, this guy's got lashes, man. Holy fuck. Alright, here we go, here we go. Can I do anything with that? No. We are exactly where we left off. What am I supposed to do? I'm just gonna wait, because I think they're all going. Are they just gonna keep coming? No, they're not. Oh yeah, they are. I think, I'm not sure, man. I think I have infinite charges on this thing. I don't know what the fuck I have to do. What? Am I supposed to not get caught by Buck or something? Oh no, wait! There seems to be a cutscene that failed to work correctly. What the hell? Okay. What the hell happened there? So something really fucking weird happened. When I saw Buck, I'm pretty sure there's a cutscene that failed to get detected correctly. That I wasn't supposed to see it that way. And it looked like a death. You know when the camera shakes? But it wasn't. Clearly it wasn't. What is this? What is going on?
Pleasant fairy tale. We all saw the power come on upstairs. Now, you
I must be Alice because I don't have a clicker on me.
If you're listening, it's time you know that all the choices we made were for you. We just want you to be the best version.
I think I have to go and follow this fucking water somehow.
I need my family to trust the choices that I make. It is time for you to uphold your end of the bargain and fit our puzzle together for us. Think of your poor father, how it must feel for him to be unable to control his chosen child. Even now,
What?
after all he's done for her, I feel for my dear brother, and yet hold out hope that you have it in your heart to find compassion for him.
What the fuck is this? What?
Just don't go up there anymore, Alice, but there you are, rooting around in the woods we've long closed off.
It doesn't let me in. Oh wow. This is such a fucking trip. Oh my god. Why?
So to speak, for you, little brother, and all of them, even your mother. We still want to get there. Can't you see?
Hey! Made it alright. What is this?
Show that to them as this.
Little Bucky Boy! Grand opening did not go well. Prognosis on your little project is not good. Oh my god, they're talking about Alice. Jeez. Whoa. Oh, this is so fucked. This guy has not stopped yapping since I got here. Are those cattle prods? Holy shit. This is insane.
What do you choose? And I would ask in return.
Hold up. Whoa! Okay, I'm not going there yet. Game, don't make me miss things. Can I? No. Can I open this? Maybe I can. Yes, I can. Oh, those are so cool. I really like what you guys did there with the little box animations. Oh, there's drawers. This is just insane. I know, stop telling me to go downstairs. You literally moved the wall towards me to make me miss things. That actually... What the fuck? What do you mean? What? Is this... Let me out. I'm not jumping down. What the fuck happened there? Okay. Let's go for a leap of faith, man. Ooh. What? Hey, this is the scene I was worried about. Oh my god. The water effect is really fucking weird. I don't know how I could disable this, but I don't know I want to disable it. Those of you who are watching this video in 3D, you'll see what I mean. It's very intense, but it works. It's just, this isn't quite what it looks like to be in water. This is what it looks like to be in water when you're extremely intoxicated. This is so cool. Okay, so this works so far. This works. No, oh my god. Look at this. This is crazy. I feel almost like I have limited time that I'm holding my breath, but I'm a fucking fish. So the worry here that I had was, notice how the height is above the center of the fish. You should technically be like this right now. I was worried that your head could go through the ceiling. And this is probably the case right now. Actually, no. Whoa. No way. It actually considers the camera my center point. Yo, this is perfect. This is perfect. My profile has like one issue through the entire game, and it was that moment where I ran into Buck, where the cutscene mode didn't activate correctly. For the rest, this profile is fucking perfection. This is amazing. Gives a little bit of eye strain. There's a lot of CA in this scene too, so. But wow. It feels like I'm really high on, well, something stronger than shrooms, definitely. I have a feeling that I go on this. I can almost get freedom. No. I can almost get freedom. I see outside. Stay hidden inside the narwhal? What? Pitch? What? Does that just mean I listen to him and I go? What? Did I just miss out? That was fucking awesome. That was yet another amazing game. And now I want to go back to that checkpoint and try the other option. I'm gonna let the credits roll in case it can't do that. But I'm figuring that now I either keep Alice in the fish, or Alice just goes with her dad and gets the fuck out. What sucks is that I had to raise the voice volume towards the very end of the game because I had a really hard time hearing what they were saying. I should have probably turned on the subtitles, but the subtitles would have been always coming off my right hand because I'm using the right hand aim technique. And so that would not have been optimal. What's good is that all the scenes that I was worried about are now proven to work. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, about 95% of the camera cutscene events will work correctly with this profile. There's just one of them that didn't quite work out on me, and it was the final moment with Buck. And it probably applies to when you die trying to sneak around Buck in the house at the beginning as well. So that's it for them credits. Thank you for another great game, Ape Law. This has been fucking awesome. Wait. Am I supposed to do something? Whoa. What is going on? Oh, so I accidentally picked the other option. What the hell? Yeah, I accidentally picked the other option twice. Follow Buck to the exit. Why'd y'all leave the fish effect on Alice is my question. Is it because Alice has this thing where, you know when you go in a pool and your ears are full of water, but now it's her eyes for some fucked up reason? This is so psychedelic. I don't hate the water effect. Even though it's a little rough on the senses, I kind of like experiencing something like that, be it for a brief amount of time. Wow. Now they're just taking Alice in the fucking thing, so in either way, Alice gets put on this fucking thing. No matter what, they just grab the fish and put him there, they grab Alice and put her there. Oh man, that is terrible. You guys are fucking terrible. You know that? What a beautiful game. You guys nailed it again. This is gonna go down in history as one of these very memorable titles, even though it's not big, it's not made by a massive studio. And I really hope to see episode 3, because now I don't got no more new Albino Lullaby to play. I am restarting Albino Lullaby on the channel. It's a game that you gotta play seated. Can't make it work with UEVR Injector. I have tried. It's 32-bit, so it doesn't inject. But I'm bringing it back on the channel so we can tie everything together. I love having 6 degrees of freedom during cutscenes, something I was not able to give you in the first revision of the profile. But to conclude this amazing playthrough, I have to tell you that the profile is in its final form. Maybe I'll come back and make some tweaks to some things I don't like. Like for example, right now Alice still doesn't have a reference in her right hand. It'd be nice to have one, but it's also a very risky endeavor because I risk having that same item show up in the Walkling's hand. So I'll try to figure it out, but for the most part, the profile works perfectly and you can play this entire game in virtual reality from beginning to end, with very possibly only 1 or 2 issues. So like I said at the end, I had the issue with Buck, where the cutscene initiated and the camera didn't seem to work the way it's supposed to. I had the right controller rotation issue showing up. Besides that moment in the game, and I will find out from the beginning few cutscenes what works and what isn't quite getting picked up the way it should. All in all, the profile is 95% native VR. I'm really happy. It's the first time I actually create a UEVR Injector profile from scratch with a script in it in order to get some things working better than they should just with the stock UEVR UI settings. And I hope to be able to do it again. If I find another game that I like this much, it will very, very likely happen again. Alice's Lullaby was a special case for me. Like I explained at the beginning of the series, I was a big fan of Albino Lullaby, and this is not a series I would have continued on the desktop. It absolutely had to progress in VR because that's how the saga began. And finally, we have means to do exactly that, as if the devs had once again put in VR support in their game, but this time with full room scale adaptation. I have a feeling I'll remove this height offset as a problem in my profile instructions, mainly because it's not an actual issue. This is very ordinary. If you absolutely want to immerse as a fish, do this. I'm a fish. I can't breathe. Well, I can lean in on the little titles they have between scenes. Could not do this in the last part. All little improvements. This is very cool. So much better. I just want to grab that book and open it. Holy shit! Oh, that's a fucking hi-fi. That is nothing like the first game, man. That is nothing like the first game. Yeah, it still works. I just wanted to make sure that the cutscene fix works for most of the cutscene moments. And something else I can actually do right now is further test by going load last checkpoint, and the game doesn't crash. It looks like all our issues are resolved. We do have a couple of moments in the game where I don't seem to have the code to handle the situation. The cutscene with Buck at the beginning, when you get strapped to the chair, still has the same issues as the first time I played it, where you lose 6 degrees of freedom and the right controller eventually starts rotating your camera. But it's not the end of the world. It wasn't actually a very intense issue. And then I came in a little further into the game to see that this one was actually fully resolved. And as you saw, once the camera gets asked to fly over to the orb, it works correctly, just like it did during my seated playthrough. And so I determined that this profile is up to snuff and showtime ready. So before we wrap up this short series, I need to thank Ape Law for making another game in this series. Installment number 2. I will be looking forward to installment number 3. I hope you guys made yourselves little extra pieces of content while making this game and already have something in place for episode 3, as opposed to last time where it appears you had to basically reset the whole clock to 0 and come up with new ideas, which I definitely saw in this game. But now I think you're on track to being able to do episode 3 a little quicker, because this was, by all means, absolutely excellent, and you have so much content produced in terms of 3D models and environments in this one that I feel like throwing together an episode 3 won't be as long, or at least I hope so, because I want to come back to this and I want to have more of it to play, and I want to see how it all comes together at the end with the whole trilogy. And you bet your asses that when it happens, it's going to be on Stereo 3D Productions somehow, and that it will be featured in VR very much, hopefully. So that's it. As for you who are watching this video, who have followed me through this entire series, I also want to thank you. I hope you're not just viewing this series. I hope you are playing this game. I hope you enjoyed it as well, because this is most definitely an excellent VR experience. The kind of thing that's good for entry level. You're actually very much going to like this when you play it. It's not too rough. There's not too much motion. The adaptation may not be perfect, but it's not necessary to have a perfect adaptation in this case, because it's not this game is a shooter or has any complex mechanics. It's just a straightforward little horror game with some amazing visuals. So that's all I got for you tonight. And that's all I got for you in this series. And I hope you've enjoyed Alice's Lullaby. And I'll be signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. We got other stuff to do.